Ladies and gentlemen, the Pleb is back. In today's report, Justin Trudeau went to the President's Cup this weekend as a special guest and got heckled by the golf crowd. Also tonight, a Canadian newcomer has been busted teaching his Instagram followers how to steal from Canadian grocery stores. Also tonight, we got to talk about Trump and Zelensky's meeting the other day, as Trump is now on stage blasting Zelensky for taking all our money. You won't want to miss tonight's story. Stick around. Quick reminder, if you're not subscribed already, smash the subscribe button because I'm going to tell you the news the mainstream media won't. Welcome to your Monday report. Before we get into the Trudeau story, we got to cover something else quickly first. Today is National Reconciliation Day with the First Nations here in Canada, and a CBC reporter was at one of their press conferences today, and the First Nations absolutely destroyed the reporter. Let's go watch.
Most Canadians think that Justin Trudeau is making an effort. I gather you don't feel what he's doing is worthwhile.
Well, have you seen how much teenagers are going missing?
How can he be blamed for that? I mean, you don't think that anything he's doing is helping the situation? Is it?
They're trying, the CBC reporter's trying to debate these people and fact check them because it's anti-Trudeau sentiment. This is hilarious.
Anything he's doing is helping the situation? Is it? Is he an improvement over Stephen Harper? I mean, what talk about his record? Is it?
Excuse me, did I just hear you correctly? How can he be blamed for that?
No.
Excuse me. Don't speak to us that way.
Stop right now. You do not speak to us that way. We are human beings. And the way that you're speaking to us
It's not acceptable.
You are not.
No, stop it. Stop it right now.
We don't want you here. Can you please leave?
Step out.
Step out.
Step out. Then I don't want to hear from you.
This is how you treat the CBC. Based. This is so based. I love it.
You have no right.
You don't speak to us like that.
Very simple question. Can I have an answer?
And this is the problem, the way you communicate.
I'm not insinuating anything. I'm looking for information.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm
not
gonna
arguing.
stop.
No, stop. Stop.
Wow.
You need to stop.
I'm only
You need to
asking you-
stop. Stop. You want to shut us down. And you think you're privileged to disrespect us the moment we tell you, because of your colonial mindset and your colonial way of being, your white privilege, your white fragility. You can't take our truth.
You lost me at white fragility, lady, but I really liked watching you blast the CBC. But you're starting to sound a little woke. Now we're basically watching the left eating the left here.
Look how many people came to bat for you, white lady.
White lady? Well, Truth and Reconciliation Day is off to a truly good start here in Canada, would you say? This reporter's actions may be the reason why people just don't trust CBC anymore, and we're finally seeing it here on TV, where the CBC cannot even find advertisers for their channel anymore. They literally have a countdown clock during commercials because nobody wants to advertise with them. Nature is healing. But not all of our First Nations are woke. There's a lot of based First Nations members in our country. And on Truth and Reconciliation Day, let's celebrate the based ones, like Chief Trevor Makahade, who basically said he wants to make Canada great again. Who remembers this classic from earlier this year?
I've always thought that we need a place at the decision-making table. And Mr. Poilievre, I commend you on having the foresight and seeing that for us to go together and make Canada great again, we need to do it in partnership.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Look how he giggles here when he says make Canada great again. Do you guys notice? Look at him like turn around and give a smile.
Make Canada great again.
Oh, this guy's awesome.
We need to do it in partnership and government to government.
So yes, happy Reconciliation Day to all those who celebrate. And over the weekend, in our next story here, Justin Trudeau made a special guest appearance at the President's Cup. And well, he got himself heckled there too. There's literally nowhere Trudeau can go without getting heckled. This is so awesome. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that, chat? Did you hear that? The guy screamed, "Axe the tax." Axe the tax. Amazing. Oh, you gotta love the Pierre Poilievre supporters in this country. You guys rock. And this nonstop heckling makes sense when you actually look at the numbers. Look at this. Look at these latest numbers here that are absolutely mind-blowing. 18 to 29 Canadians are now the most right-wing demographic in Canada. Nobody has red-pilled more people across this entire globe than Justin Trudeau. But it's beautiful to see him red-pill our youth the way he has. It's just so awesome. Now, the reason of this big shift from our youth into extreme conservatism is because they don't consume their news from the CBC or the television. They get their news from social media and YouTube channels like mine. The funny thing is Trudeau spent billions of dollars to control the media, and the kids are watching my channel instead of City News and the CBC. And in their latest scam here on Canadians, they're now trying to convince you that the vast majority of residents want to keep Canada's doors open for immigration. Now, let me say this. Immigration is the #1 issue in the country. The polls all indicate this. Look at all the polling. The numbers are there. But here, I want to point this thing out with this Trudeau media headline here. The vast majority of residents want to keep Canada's doors open, not Canadian citizens, people who are here who are not even citizens yet. Do you see the scam they're trying to pull? And the reason immigration is so unpopular is because we're seeing crazy jihadist terrorist celebrations in our streets every weekend. We're seeing people abuse our food banks who don't even need it. And the latest video is absolutely crazy here, out of Toronto, where a Canadian newcomer now is showing his Instagram followers how to steal from Canadian grocery stores. Look at this. Look how he titled the video, "How to Save Money in Canada." Wow.
મને કભી ગુજરાતી મળે તો કે એ અગર સેવિંગ કેમનું થાય તને જોવું હોય તો બતાવું કે 249 વાળું છે અને 349 વાળું છે તો કશું કરવાનું નહીં આ 249 વાળાનું સ્ટીકર લેવાનું અને આ 349 વાળાનું કાર્ડ નાખવાનું.
Oh, yes. Yeah, let's switch the stickers on apples. Imagine being so bloody dumb and insane that you're willing to risk your residency in Canada. You're willing to risk it all to save like $2. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
સ્ટીકર માર દેવાનું અને પછી આ તું લઈ લઉં તો 249 માં પડ્યા.
It's unbelievable. This is people we welcome into our country, that we give an opportunity at a new life, and this is how they thank us, by scamming us, by scamming our grocery stores, by pulling all kinds of scams like this. Now, I pointed this out on social media that this dude is an Instagram influencer, and quite frankly, he needs to be deported back to India immediately. This is unacceptable. Anyone who's a guest in this country breaks the law needs to be automatically deported. This is non-negotiable at all. So yes, he's an Instagram influencer here with 10,000 followers, teaching his followers how to come to Canada and how to scam. And he locked down his profile on Facebook from the looks of it. And he appears to be one of the international students who came in via the fake schools. And now he's in Canada, and now he's posting videos on how to rip off Canada. It's honestly so disgusting. You know, the bad immigrants like this need to be called out because they make all the rest of the good and honest immigrants look bad. Now, if Trudeau wants an easy political win, deport this guy. You will get love from the conservatives for actually doing something for once, but we all know Trudeau is not too clever and will not take this super easy political win. So that's the latest out of Canada. Now let's move things over to the United States. And before we get into the Trump stuff, I got to cover this video here because a man is going viral for spending $4,000 on a autographed Taylor Swift guitar, and he instantly destroys it after he wins the auction. Let's watch. All right, look at him. He's got the goatee and everything. He's got that patriot look.
Joking. Because we don't need the wall hanger.
Wow.
Gary.
Smash it on the ground.
Now take that, hang up that busted bang.
The funny thing about this is this dude just spent $4,000 to own the libs. I hope to be rich enough one day to be able to do that too. Now let's move things over to the Trump and Zelensky story, who were meeting in Mar-a-Lago the other day to discuss the future of the Ukraine war. And here's what it looked like. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look how short Zelensky looks beside Trump. Wow. Man, Zelensky's a little dude, isn't he? He's not very tall. And of course, the internet had a field day with that clip. Wow. Looks like his kid. This Oh man, shout out to the Dilly meme team. This is 10 on 10. And Zelensky's height's even funnier when you look at this picture with him and Kamala Harris from the same weekend here. Look how short he is beside Kamala. She's 5'2". I know she's wearing heels, but come on. The dude is like 5'5" tops. And the contrast between Joe Biden meeting with Zelensky or Kamala meeting with Zelensky and Trump meeting with Zelensky is like night and day. Usually Biden and Kamala are sucking up to the guy, and Trump is doing the opposite. Like the alpha male Trump is, he basically establishes to Zelensky who the boss is right away. Trump, I have a very good relationship with Putin. Zelensky, I hope we have more good relations with us. Trump, it takes two to tango. Wow. Let's watch.
So we have a very good relationship. And I also have a very good relationship, as you know, with President Putin. And I think if we win, I think we're going to get it resolved very quickly. I really think we're going to get it resolved.
I hope we have more good relations.
We're going to have, I see. Yeah, but you know, it takes two to tango. So we have a very good relationship.
It's honestly so refreshing to see a leader out alpha Zelensky. We're used to seeing all the Western leaders, WEF leaders, all sucking up to him, and Trump just does the opposite. This is why I love him. And a couple of days later, Trump held a rally in which he's called Zelensky the greatest salesman of all time, because every time he leaves America, he leaves with $60 billion. Let's watch.
Ukraine now, I see Zelensky is here. I think Zelensky's the greatest salesman in history. Every time he comes into the country, he walks away with $60 billion. Billion. Walks in with $60 billion. He wants them to win this election so badly. But I would do differently. I will work out peace before as president-elect. If I win this election, the first thing I'm going to do is call up Zelensky and call up President Putin, and I'm going to say, you got to make a deal. This is crazy.
And Trump's aura in the last week or two is just on a whole other level. He's truly speaking his mind, dunking on his enemies. It's like the 2016 Trump is back, and he gave a interview to CBS News here, and basically gave the least political correct answer of all time. And as Defiant L says, this is why people like him. The left can't understand this because this is authentic. Watch.
I insult her intelligence.
Well, I have to do that. Well, I don't think she's a very bright person. I do feel that. I mean, I think that's right. I think I am a very bright person, and a lot of people say that. I don't think she's a very bright person. And you know what? Our country needs a very smart person, and I don't think she's a very smart person. So I'm not looking to, I don't consider that an insult. That's just a fact.
That's a good. I don't consider that an insult. That's just a fact. Beautiful. Kamala Harris is definitely not bright, and her partner Joe Biden is even less bright as new footage has emerged. And wow, just look at this. The media asked Biden about any comments for the strikes on Yemen, and Biden says he's spoken to both sides. They got to settle the strike. I'm supporting a collective bargaining effort. What? Okay, let's watch.
Mr. President, will you deploy more U.S. troops to the Middle East?
Mr. President, has Netanyahu gone too far?
Any comment on the strikes in Yemen, Mr.
Look at he looks confused. Look at him. He doesn't know where he is. What is he doing? Why is he even walking up to the press?
In Yemen, Mr. President.
Nice.
Both sides have got to settle the strike. Support the collective bargaining effort. I think they'll settle the strike.
He supports the collective bargaining effort. I think they'll settle the strike. This dude is fried. So that's the latest news for you guys, and I'll be back tomorrow with a whole new episode. But I want you guys to tell me in the comments, this video that I showed you guys of the newcomer who is scamming at our grocery stores, should this be automatic deportation for anyone who breaks the law like this? Tell me in the comments how you guys feel about this clip. If you want to support my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe, buy a $5 membership. My name is the Pleb, and I'll see you at the next one. Peace.
Nice to meet you. Hey, good to see you. Hey, keep up the great work.
Thank you, guys. You hear that?
Keep up the great work.
Keep up the great work.
Let's bring it home.
Let's bring it home.
The Pleb.
The Pleb.
I will keep up the great work. We got an election to win. See you tomorrow. Peace.